Hello everyone, it's me, Thanos again, here for another RWBY reaction. This time we are watching RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 8, Cordially Invited. Jacques and Ironwood engage in a dangerous game of wits. Meanwhile, the kids must face their most dangerous threat yet, a high-class dinner party. So, sounds like it's gonna just be another escalation of tension, as is the pattern that's being established here. We're at Chapter 8. Might be early enough for things to start going real bad. I'm not sure. For some reason I thought we were still closer to the middle, but I think we're far enough in that we can start seeing if bad things are going to happen. This is about the point that it's going to really start breaking. Also, it does seem like this might be a multi-volume sort of arc, which means I shouldn't expect things to necessarily get better at the end of this one. So, dangerous game of wits. Sort of worries me a little, because I'm not saying Ironwood isn't smart. He definitely seems more like the straightforward type, though, so I'm not sure whether any of this politicking is going to be really, his style. We'll see. He obviously hates, all of that sort of part of it. He likes to just get things done, so don't know. Briefly, last episode, let's go quickly. Curfews being established, much more military presence. A little bit of tension there as, people are sort of not sure whether Ironwood's doing the right thing. I mean, he's doing what he thinks is the right thing, but maybe he's not going about it the right way. He's perhaps flexing a bit too much power. And we saw that, Nora and Jean sort of, told him what they think about that. Ren, on the other hand, seems to believe that completely going all in, sticking with Ironwood and helping him is the right thing to do. And Ren's, obviously got some feelings of maybe self-doubt or his ability or how much he's actually been doing to help. So this is why he wants to sort of prove that he's there, he's ready to help. We saw Blake and Yang decide to slightly go off script, and instead of taking, who was she? Robin. Instead of taking Robin in, they decided to try to talk with her and convince her. And we discovered Robin's semblance, which is the truth sensing one, which I think is pretty cool. And hopefully that means we can... I still think things are going to go real bad, but hopefully at least we can consider Ironwood and Robin to work as allies in the upcoming shit that's going to hit the fan. And there was also the mention of the Staff of Creation keeping Atlas afloat, so watch this space, because I'm sure that's going to be... That is a Chekhov's gun that is going to be fired. Whether it's choosing that they need to, swap and make the choice to use the Staff of Creation to send up the Amity Tower instead and choose to sacrifice Atlas, or whether the choice is made for them because someone takes the staff and Atlas just comes and crashes down, which would be real bad. Regardless of what happens, I am sort of expecting Atlas to come down, so that's not great. I have nothing else to say, so I actually just want to get into this. And put this on, move my camera. 3, 2, 1, go. Probably help if I had my headphones on. Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from this gravity. You're holding out for some romantic life. Maybe you'll wake up in a world of charm. I still love watching this transition. I'm always thinking, how are they going to make the next opening better? Or maybe not even better, but after you've seen like an opening for 12 episodes, or however many, I think you generally tend to... Well, it becomes very familiar. In my case, I've tended to enjoy them all, but you get the song and you get the animation and all of the stuff going on. Obviously they're going to be different because there's going to be different things happening in each volume. But like Volume 6's sort of transition, the part at the end where all of the characters are like switching into each other, I thought that was amazing. What are they going to do next time? And this one was freaking great.
Turn a hostile takeover into a fluffy PR move. On the news, he said he just wanted to break bread and hash things out. Maybe it won't be so bad.
I'm sad you couldn't see the writing on the invitation there.
People, right?
Yeah, but on his terms. Ironwood's going to be locked in a room at his rival's own dinner party. I know Jacques says he's happy to moderate, but all that really means is he'll be the one controlling the conversation.
Not hard to imagine how that's gonna play out.
I still can't believe he won. Robin was supposed to be the people's champion, wasn't she? There's just too many coincidences.
Hacks.
You really think your dad might have something to do with Salem?
I think my father would do whatever it takes to win. And we should do the same. Meaning? Well, no one knows your dad better than you. And out of everyone going tonight, I'd say you're the only one who could snoop around the house and not be questioned. If Jacques Schnee's up to something, I think we should know what it is.
This soundtrack is, as usual, perfect. Those cars float. Gravity dust. Hover cars. They've got hover cars.
Suppose we should smile for the cameras?
Sir, with all due respect, you'd have to pay me.
I love winter. Oh, they got quite the group.
Good evening, everyone.
Where's Klein?
What an interesting way to say, hello, dear brother, how have you been?
Look at this guy.
I'm afraid you won't find him here. He was let go.
Yeah, I thought so.
imagine why. General, exactly how large do you think our dining
Klein's
room
okay.
table is?
I happen to know it's enormous, but most of my guests will be on standby in case the council requests additional eyewitnesses. Until then, I'm sure they'll be happily celebrating your father's victory.
This guy, he just opens the door, like not even a blink. I would have been taken aback by the huge group
For
at the
those
very
of you
least.
joining us in the dining room, please follow me.
Wish us luck. I mean, they already invited you, didn't they?
Care for a drink, sir?
No thanks. I think I'll just stick to patrolling the grounds.
Good on you, Crow. Good on you.
Words out of my mouth.
Right, well, don't wander off, don't break anything, and be ready in case the general calls on you.
Hors d'oeuvres?
Let's see them out of house and home.
Counterpoint, how about we do wander off, consider breaking things, and then all that other stuff?
I'll be in touch.
Dear sister,
That's excellent.
I was hoping we could use this time to catch up.
Oh,
I have to know. Why did you go through so much trouble to leave home, only to come crawling back?
This hardly seemed like crawling back.
This might be a problem.
General Ironwood, please.
Just good thing to do when you're not sure what else to say or where to look.
Councilman Sleet. Councilwoman Camilla.
Councilwoman Hill would have had a nice ring to it. Though I suppose I should just be grateful I got invited to the table.
Miss Hill, that vigor of yours is precisely why we're grateful to have you with us tonight.
What is she doing here?
What we're all doing here, James, addressing the concerns of our kingdom. Which means we have much to discuss.
The chandeliers look
I
great.
was hoping we could start by...
Are we safe with her here, by the way? I do recall some confusion regarding her involvement in that horrific massacre.
As the official report stated, that footage was doctored. Penny is completely under my control.
Which is concerning.
That sounds a little awkward. The wording.
Concerning?
Let's talk about exactly what it is you control.
kid buzz off. We need to do something.
What was that earlier about breaking things?
He's practically bouncing.
Well, Whitley, I'm sure the company is lucky to have you. But if you'll pardon me...
And where exactly is it that you're going?
Careful! Messy food coming through!
Right, the company has promised me my own parking space. Maybe.
Care for a drink? Don't mind if I do.
Oh no! Look out!
I'm going to go get some more.
Oh no. Success!
If you'll excuse me.
That was a great little bit of
The fact of the matter is,
I don't know,
you've
editing?
operated with a fair amount of autonomy for the past few years, James. But what we need now is for you to work with us.
Sir, I have...
It's obvious that no kingdom intends to declare war on Atlas. We had no involvement in the incident at Haven. We have proof our drones weren't acting on orders at Beacon. At this point, the closure of Atlas borders is only serving to hurt our relations with the rest of the world.
The rest of the world? It's hurting us. The people of Atlas are suffering, and they want to know why.
Quite right, Miss Hill. And I'm afraid there's more than just your choices that have brought harm to our citizens as of late. Have your forces found any additional evidence as to who is slaughtering innocent civilians down in Mantle?
That is an ongoing investigation, the details of which are classified, I'm afraid.
Winter is gonna
I'm
snap.
afraid of the ever-growing list of classified information you seem to be keeping. I asked our fellow councilman here to shed some light on your Amity Coliseum.
I suppose it's because of
project.
Jacques,
As it turns
actually.
out, they know about as much as I do.
Even you don't know?
The Amity Project will help with all of the issues you presented. But you have to understand that discretion is a top priority at this time.
Are you saying you don't trust us?
You can't just buy trust like everything else. You have to earn it.
I couldn't have said it better myself. General, if I may be blunt, you have spent what little trust this council had left in you. The hacker who turned Atlas drones against us was never captured. Whoever's been murdering your critics is still at large. How are we supposed to give you our trust when you've given us nothing as of late?
That's not what—
Winter. That's enough.
Excuse me.
I think she could have held herself if it wasn't Jacques, specifically.
Miss Schnee? Is everything okay?
I'm fine, thank you. Keep up the great work.
I hope Klein was okay.
Hello, darling.
I certainly didn't expect them to keep him.
Are you okay?
Is that Mom?
I'll be fine. I just let my emotions get the better of me.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't understand.
Oh. Right.
Oof. Harsh.
No. What I mean is, this place holds a lot of memories for me specifically. I thought I was in control, but you heard me. I sounded like a petulant child.
I thought you sounded fine. You were just speaking from your heart.
And that is precisely the problem. I should have just stayed in line.
I guess you're right. I don't understand.
Returning to different contexts always
I'm sorry I couldn't come
makes
help
us
you with the
revert
party.
back.
I'm afraid I'm not feeling well.
It's okay, Mom. It's fine.
What are you doing in your father's office?
Just looking for something I left.
That's right, you left. You left.
Awkward.
I need to use Father's computer.
Why?
Because I think you may have done something. Something wrong.
I thought we all simply assumed that at this point.
Yes, well, some of us are trying to do something about it.
He started locking his home computer. But he still has blind spots.
You put a camera in here?
I put them in every room of this house. For our safety, in case I ever needed...
Wow.
You haven't come back to stay, have you?
No.
Good.
Wow, this family is screwed.
A man came by. I'm afraid your father may be involved in something more dangerous than he realizes. No matter what happens, Weiss, please don't forget about your brother.
Whitley wants nothing to do with me.
Of course not. You left him alone. With us.
I suppose that's a good point.
Who are you?
Yeah, they won't have seen what's yet. That was cool, getting to see a advertisement for Atlas Academy. We've seen them for a couple... Wait, have we seen one for Beacon? We saw one for Haven. What did he just shut?
Hey, Mom! It's snowing!
What happened there? I'm gonna rewind a little bit.
Who are you?
So we've got a full-on rainstorm. Couldn't see what any of that said. as cool as that might be at first blush, I'm sure there is nothing good coming out of that. Especially if it turns into a blizzard, and that intensity of wind certainly seemed like it was picking up. So another kind of a setup episode. Not much to say about it, really. Gosh, I don't know. It was... I was just engrossed watching it the whole time, but I didn't really think about it. Okay, so I've got some minor things written down. The invitation, just such a minor thing at the start. It's a pity that you couldn't read any of the stuff on it, because in so many other cases well, at least a few other places, they've definitely put down actual text, so that if you freeze frame it, you can look and then read what it says. But this time, it was mostly just scribbles, which is sort of like when they found the books in the farm with the Grimm, where there were just sort of keywords that you could read, and then all of the rest was just scribbles. So that was another one that would have been pretty nice to have actually seen the words written in there, but that's okay. That's such a small thing. I just like it when you're given a bit of a freeze frame bonus. Crow still trying to stay sober. Good on him, I think. Actually, we didn't see anything on him after that, so not sure where he went. I'm a little bit afraid of the Crow and Clover thing. I mean, like, I'm enjoying seeing it, but at the same time, I'm becoming wary that what's happening is it's actually building up just so that we can have, you know, what comes up must come down sort of thing. You know, he's starting to feel happier in general, you know, and I think that's great. He spent so long feeling like garbage, and that was even before we had the whole truth thing. Wait, the whole Ozpin story coming out in Volume 6, at which point he just took a complete nosedive, even lower than he was before. Now he feels like he can, I don't know, it's almost like he's trying positivity on. He's not sure how to deal with it, actually. So I'm afraid something's going to happen there. If not the Aesop's betraying them, but just something. Heck, maybe we're just going to have Clover get killed off, and that's going to not be good times. I'm going to skim through here. This was neat. The cars. This part was fun. I like this. The split screen showing all of the different things going on. I enjoyed this. I am hoping that everything with Ren and Nora is still going okay. There was actually a really good point. We're going to have more on this later, obviously, in probably next episode. This part was more just so that we could focus on Winter and Penny. She's far more emotional than the sort of Ice Maiden persona might otherwise indicate. Seems to be the same with all of them, actually, you know. Weiss is also very warm underneath the initial impression we may have had of her. It was interesting getting to see Mama Schnee. Whitley. Boy, do I hate him, but they aren't wrong there. I mean, the whole place was obviously incredibly toxic, and Winter escaped. And I mean, I think this is what they needed. You know, they needed to get away for their own sakes. But the problem is that in getting away, they're just, you know, they're leaving people behind. So Winter left. Weiss had to continue. Weiss left, Whitley's remaining. I mean, you know, maybe he wasn't like that. You know, he was already obviously father's favorite. But still, I mean, it's like that's what he does. He doesn't have their powers. He doesn't have anything else. Maybe he already felt different from them. And so it was much easier to become manipulated by his father, to become his, you know, mini-me, basically. I mean, Walt's already mentioned that, right? He described how he's eerily similar to him. That's a good pick. I'll look at all the fuzzing behind it. Predictions for next episode. No idea. Gonna see more of the meeting, obviously. I think it's not gonna go well. They're probably gonna turn against Ironwood. This is the, like I was saying at the start, this is the point in the volume where we start seeing failures and bad things happening. And potentially bad things that won't even get resolution this, or won't get better this volume. The best we can hope for at this point is probably minimizing damage, minimizing casualties. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm a little bit afraid of Penny's mental, emotional state right now. So I hope, oh gosh, I hope something doesn't bad happen with that. Never mind, I can't. I don't want to think about it. Well, I do, and I will, but I've got nothing else to say on it right now. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to cut that off before I continue rambling. So, I don't know, is there a break with the RWBY episodes? Do we get another one? Yeah, so I don't know, do they usually take a break or something? This is the first time I've been watching live as it comes out, so I don't know whether people are used to having like a break just before the end. Anyway, whenever the next one is, I will be back for that. So, see you next time. Goodbye.